Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Assassin's Creed. I'm your host VGMKoren and we got teleported to the Assassin's Bureau in Damascus when I turned the game back on. So here we are, we're gonna go have a cutscene now, it's gonna be a great time. Stupid teleporting.
Altair, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Whose life do you come to collect today?
His name is Abu Nakud. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, the merchant king of Damas, richest man in the city. Quite exciting, quite dangerous. I envy you, Altair. Well, not the bit where you were beaten and stripped of your rank, but I envy everything else. Oh, except for the terrible things the other assassins say about you. But yes, aside from the failure and the hatred, yes, aside from those things, I envy you very much.
I do not care what the others think or say. I'm here to do a job. So I ask again, what can you tell me about the Merchant King?
Only that he must be a very bad man if Al-Mualim has sent you to see him. He keeps to his own kind, wrapped in the finery of this city's noble district. A busy man, always up to something. I'm sure if you spend some time amongst his type, you'll learn all you need to know about him.
And where would you have me begin my search?
If I were you, I'd start with the Umayyad Mosque and Souk Saruja, both of which are west of here. Further to the northwest is Salahaddin Citadel. It's a popular meeting spot and has proved a reliable source of loose tongues in the past. Yes, these three places should serve your needs.
My thanks for your guidance, Rafiq. I'll return when I've gathered the necessary information.
Alright, so we are off to go get information to assassinate another merchant, this time the Merchant King of Damascus. It's going to be a great time, or, you know, a terrible one. Either way, what we have to do now is actually look at the map and see where it is we need to go. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we actually have to go into the Rich District, which our viewpoint will be over there, and hopefully this will be the district I can go into. Actually, interesting thing, in Assassin's Creed, the cities are fairly big, but you can only go into 1/3 of them per assassination, or you have 1/3 unlocked. So, if we had gone this way during our first mission here, we would have actually, we wouldn't have been able to come over here. We would have been blocked by a giant wall of invisible fog, and I think maybe I'll be able to show off one of those later. Anyways, as you can see, we're trying to climb that. And we do have another button to, when we move around, the jump button, or grasp button in the air to try and grab things. Unfortunately, I can't get up there. My controller says no. So, yeah. Now, Rafiq obviously is a great guy, because he's just... he's like, oh, I wish I was you, except for everything bad that you've done, and, you know, trying to make us feel bad. But I don't feel bad. I'm too awesome to feel bad, because I can kill citizens. Yeah! I'm a great guy. I have totally learned my lesson, and I totally uphold the Assassin's Creed. Yeah, that's what I do. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and climb up this building and get to the next viewpoint. This is where viewpoints start being actually a little bit more challenging to climb. As you could see, we couldn't actually get up the other way. We had to come around from the side. And this is a slightly different tower, which unfortunately does still amount to holding down the right bumper and pressing up. But, yeah, that's kind of just the climbing in general in this game. Rafiq is a great guy. Oh, man. So what can I talk about in Assassin's Creed that I haven't talked about before? We are on the second round of assassinations. There are 9. This will be our 4th. And as such, did I even unlock any new places? I don't think I did. Okay, well, we will keep going to the next viewpoint then. This is kind of how you want to go around in the middle of the game, finding new tasks to do for collecting evidence. You have to go around... Wow, this is just coming out in the worst possible way. You basically go around finding viewpoints, you climb the viewpoints, and then you see if there's anything nearby for you to do. If there's not, you go to your next viewpoint. There we go. That was much easier. As you can see, the building types are a little bit different here, but as I said earlier, what is this climbing animation? What has happened? Oh, okay. Are you, oh. Okay, there's a guard. We're just gonna go and, Ignore the first 2 throwing knives that I tossed out. Those were totally... You have to log on to your targets to easily hit them with throwing... Oh god. Did I not even climb up the right building? I didn't. Okay, well, at least we got to see that really bizarre climbing animation. That's good, right? There is a citizen we can save nearby, but I don't really care about that. I just want to find another viewpoint to unlock tasks. At this point in the game, it does take 3 tasks, as you might have noticed if you noticed when I was opening the pause menu, to get our next investigation finished. So this will be a little bit longer, especially considering that now that investigations are put in a bunch of different places, we have to go and climb a bunch of buildings. This is where people kind of start saying that Assassin's Creed gets repetitive, and you can't really argue that. I will be doing the same tasks, but it'll be fine. It'll be great. It'll be a good time for everyone. Now, I do wish that the buildings were a little bit harder to climb than just hold right trigger and press up, but can't have everything, I guess. Anyways, a surefire way of knowing where you can jump safely is that line of bird presence. Let's go with that. That bird presence will tell you where there's a safe haven below you. But yeah, the view actually does get pretty great around this time in the game because you finally are in places that are interesting. Please don't tell me that I didn't actually unlock any investigations. Oh, wow, I didn't. Am I in the wrong place? No, it's not the middle district. We are supposed to go to the high district. I'm fairly sure. Alright, let's go get that. Let's go get that viewpoint that I marked earlier, since this was actually a different one. Oh wait, we can just cut right through here. Now, okay, the game does actually, if you haven't noticed, occasionally have brief pauses where you can't, or where you don't move. I think that's just the game loading up the next area. So one thing you might have noticed in cutscenes in Assassin's Creed is that you will get this little flash of... I don't know how to say it. It's like a flash of DNA coding thing, and then the view changes. That you actually have to press a button. You know what? I'll talk about this next time there's a cutscene. That'll make a lot more sense. I'm just looking for things to say as we climb a bunch of buildings. Because, well, we're just climbing buildings, and it's in a city we've climbed buildings in before. But this is a different building on the bright side. It's kind of cool building. Rich sections in the cities actually do have the best buildings to climb, as you might have been able to guess. I mean, really, you're not going to get the best buildings in poor districts. And it's not until much later on in the series that they begin at doing different building types and stuff like that. I don't know. Let's keep climbing, shall we? Now, this is the part of Assassin's Creed that I do think is the weakest, because as you might have noticed, there's no music going on, there's no action going on, we're just climbing a bunch of buildings repeatedly and then jumping. And it can get a little bit boring, and is probably one of the big reasons that in Assassin's Creed 2 that they decided to change up how things were done so you don't have to do this constantly. Oh, thank God we finally found something to do. Okay, let's see what this guy is going to have us do. I think, let's see, interrogation?
I could have been killed.
Oh, we have to sit on a nearby bench. Okay, so this is... I thought that cutscene was going to trigger a long time ago. Is it this bench? This can actually... Let's see, is it over here? No. Okay, let me lock... No. There we go.
The last of it has been delivered. Good. Make sure he also knows it wasn't easy arranging a shipment like this.
It's only wine. Some can be fickle in their faith.
Your holy book says something on the subject, I believe. Leave them that they may eat and enjoy themselves, and that hope may beguile them, for they will soon know. and never did we destroy a town that had a term made known.
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind it. Be about your business.
As you wish.
So did you gather anything useful from that? Oh, he's preparing for a feast. Thanks, game. Thanks for clarifying what exactly I was supposed to learn from that. Alright, as you might notice, there are only 6 investigations, and we do have to complete 3 of them, and they are spread out massively across the city, so it's back to climbing for us. The Merchant King is planning a gigantic feast where we will stab him a lot, because that's what we do as assassins, is we stab people. Well, first I'll get some free food, I'm sure. I'll be extremely subtle in the way that I do. Sure, whatever. Okay, back to climbing buildings. Or, you know, destroying merchant stands. Those are both similar things, right? Okay, so we're climbing a building. It's so much fun. Except, well, it's kind of... Can I really not get around because of this? Oh, God. Overhangs are just the worst enemy of us. No, you can make this jump. You can do this. I believe in you. Okay, good. I was going to be really upset if that didn't work. You know, just awnings and overhangs are the worst enemies of the assassin kind, because you can't get up there and you can't do your special synchronize and know the entire city and magically spot people from a mile away. Was that the eagle sound? It was. I guess eagles make those occasionally when you don't jump, which I didn't know. Things to know. Oh, God. Okay. So, please let there be a mission nearby. Thank God there's a mission nearby. Oh, good. Except I just landed on the wrong side of the wall for that, so we'll just go ahead and go up there. I don't know what kind of mission type that is. Let's go ahead and find out. Now, judging by the guy in inconspicuously white robes over there, it's probably going to be something for us.
Hold a moment, Altair. I have a strange request, but perhaps you'll see fit to assist me. I know you seek the Merchant King's life, but there are others in this city just as cruel. Several shopkeepers in this district have taken to selling rotten meat. It's cheap for them to acquire, and they care little for the illness that it causes. Several children have already died as a result. We should not allow this injustice to continue. Would you be willing to put a stop to this?
Okay, so in this case, this is actually a very different kind of challenge. You actually have to assassinate merchants. Throw someone into a kiosk to break it. Okay, you! And into the kiosk with you! Oh, and he died! And he died! Okay, that's kind of amazing. You, old lady, become my projectile! Yes! Alright, both have been stabbed, and... oh, I also got killed. What was that? Oh, wow. Okay, we're just gonna try that again, because that's too amazing to not do. Okay, so I think that if you talk to him again, that you don't actually have to listen to his spiel again about merchants and meat and children dying. Oh, you do. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm gonna just talk over him then, because blah blah blah, who cares? I know. You can't skip? Skip button? No, there's no skip button. Okay.
It's cheap for them to acquire, and they care little for the illness that it causes.
Well, we need to go and do that more professionally and not crush ourselves.
Would you be willing to put a stop to this?
Okay, so if I have to redo any more of those, I will probably just, I will probably... Oh, that wasn't grab. That was tackle. You! Projectile! Alright, so I lost a lot of health for doing that, which is kind of interesting. Killing innocent civilians. Oh, I'm killing civilians when I throw them into projectile walls. That makes sense. Now I understand. I was supposed to throw guards, but instead I was throwing civilians. Everything... Oh, God. Ah, come on. Okay. Well, there are 2 ways to go about this. You can either try to... Oh, this is a mistake. This is a massive mistake. God, okay. I'll rejoin you when I am attempting to do this again. Okay, so what I don't understand is why it is that I have to do this within 3 minutes. Why exactly is that a thing? You, lady, become my projectile. Alright. So, once you've thrown those, you have two choices. You can either fight off all the guards that are nearby, or you can run away. Now, given that I just, murdered a bunch of civilians to accomplish the task, to save civilians. Oh my god. Sometimes the... okay, go up, up, up. Thank you. Now go over there. Okay, now that we've done that right, let's just escape right over here. You can either try to fight them all off, or you can abuse their lousy chasing AI and save yourself, as we just did. Why does he want this done within 3 minutes? That is the real question that I have for them. Okay, go save go kill 2 people within 3 minutes, and then get back to me within those 3 minutes. Why? There's no reason for a timer for this challenge. I don't understand. Anyways, we are very much getting attacked. Okay.
Thank you, brother. You've saved untold lives. In return for your kindness, I'll give you a bit of information you might find useful. I overheard 2 of the Merchant King's servants this morning. It seems they've left some scaffolding just outside his personal quarters. You could use it to reach him that much quicker.
Okay, so now we know that there's a passage leading up to the Merchant King's quarters. Wow, it actually makes a lot more sense when you read the investigation complete logs. Who would have thought that? It only took me the 4 assassinations to figure that out. Anyways, we'll go over here to that viewpoint, because that viewpoint's near other viewpoints. Now, as you might have noticed, this is actually where Assassin's Creed gets a little bit harder with its investigations, because you start having things like this where you have to do things within a certain time, or actually accomplish something with your assassin life. Now, they don't want us to go in there, which means that, obviously, all we need to do is climb. Go up, Altair. Do it. I believe in you. There you go. You are the best. Now, that is some... okay, and no one is any the wiser for me coming over here like that. The guards are very unaware in Assassin's Creed. They kind of just let you do whatever it is that you want. Unless, the icon is flashing red, in which case, as long as you put your head down and pretend you're a monk, they think you're a monk. See, I'm monking. I'm a monk. You don't know. See? See, he doesn't know what to do. Oh, wait. Actually, he did know what to do. That's surprising. Anyways, we're gonna kill him then. I was going to let you live, but instead I'll just murder your face off. Okay. But as you can see, blending does give you quite a bit of time before they decide eventually that, oh yeah, I guess I should actually do my job. It's important for these guys. I mean, they're assassins walking around in monk robes. Of course they don't want to do their jobs. I mean, when... white robes aren't conspicuous at all. Anyways, there may or may not be a challenge around here. There are 10 viewpoints and 6 challenges, which means, aha, there are 2 challenges, in fact, one type of which we haven't done before, so obviously we need to do that one. I'm going to go ahead and guess that I shouldn't have jumped off that building, and that the challenge itself is actually going to start on top of the building, or maybe over here. Ah, it is over here. Okay.
Safety and peace. You want information about the city, I suppose? Right now, I don't have time. I must find some flags which have been stolen from our cache in the rich district of Damascus. But with this heat, my legs cannot carry me anymore. Would you be kind enough to help me? Return with the flags, and I'll help you as best I can.
There are so many... Oh my god, that's so many flags. Good... Holy crap. Where... Okay, That is a lot of flags. Just holy crap! Look at all the flags. Look at all of them, and they're not height sensitive. So even though it's like here, the flag's right here, it's not. Where's that flag? Okay, so there are 20 flags that we have to get, and we're going to get involved in combat and probably probably die, and apparently the ladder is just too convenient for Altair to use right now. Where... Okay. Usually in these... Oh, I think I get it. I think... No, I appear to be wrong. Oh, I think that flags flash when you're near them? Yes, they do. So... Oh my god. Well, okay, why do you need flags in the first place, and how did you lose 20 of them, and I've collected 3 flags in an entire minute, and I hate you, and I hate everyone else, and I hate this game, and I hate everything. But seriously, I'm never doing a flag challenge again. I have shown you flag challenges now, and it's the only one I will ever show you. God, these are placed weirdly. Oh, I think there may be a path that you're supposed to be following that gets you all the flags really easily. At least that's usually the case, or how it was in the other games. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just blind. Maybe I just am not seeing the flags as I should see them. See, here we go. Now I'm finding flags in a good amount of time. We have half the flags. Yeah, I obviously must have missed the obvious path up to the flags. Now, there's a good chance that I actually won't get all of these flags because there are still another, what, 8 of them? And instead of jumping, Altair decide... The parkour in this game can sometimes decide that you didn't actually want to make that jump. What you wanted to do was just fling yourself into the abyss. Now, where the hell is this flag? It's up there. Alright, we have 44 seconds. There's no possible way. How would I even get up there in a short and timely fashion? I'm sure that there's some way. But instead, I'm going to take this super long way. I'm sure it involves that right there. And again, never ever doing a flag challenge. Oh, why do you need these flags? Why are there so many? Why are they all scattered in a place like this? I don't... Oh, wait. We actually have all the flags. Okay, this can be done. I have complained this entire time, but we can totally make this.
Thank you. The Rafik will be happy to see these flags returned. Perhaps this morsel of information will help you. I was invited by Abul to one of his lavish parties. I noticed the fountain in the middle of the Merchant King's palace could be easily climbed. Use this information wisely. Now, if you'd excuse me, I must go.
Okay, so a fountain in the courtyard can be scaled. With that, we have completed the investigation block. There's still 3 more investigations, but believe me, we'll be doing plenty of investigations in the future. So that introduced us to 2 new challenges, the flag challenge and the throw civilians into walls, or shops, I should say, to get them killed and crush everyone and make everything bad for everyone challenge. Both great challenges, and now we're under attack. So in the next one, Altair can't swim. Just so you know, can't do it. If you ever want to just really end a chase fast and respawn, just jump in the water, because even if it's 2 feet deep, Altair will instantly drown to death. In the next one, we will go assassinate the Merchant King using the information we gathered from killing innocents and collecting flags. I hope to see you then.